Hello and welcome to Interactive Distractions, episode 549. My name is Chris Faricio, and I'm here with Jeff Chorney.
What up, everyone?
And Jason A. Stryker.
Yo, hello.
Today we're going to do a little bit of distractions. We got a little news. We're going to talk about the Developer Direct. I don't know if you guys watched the Mario Galaxy thing that they did.
I watched the trailer. I didn't watch
the
Direct. I watched the trailer, though.
The Direct was just basically the trailer and then talking about, hey, we did Yoshi and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we can talk a little bit about that maybe. And then we're going to call it a show. But first things first, let's see how things are going. Jason, what's up, dude? How are you, man?
Not too bad. I am. Fuck this shit. Fuck everything right now. I am very happy, feeling very defeated.
Yes.
Shit is rough right now. I'll say that. I'm having a hard time keeping this shit together. So
I don't even live there, man, and I'm it's not fun.
No, it's not. It's one of those like I have no mouth and I must scream kind of situations, right?
Yeah.
Where I don't like talking about this shit, at all, right? But I need some kind of like outlet, and I don't have an outlet, so I don't know, man.
Hey, when we're not recording, you can vent all you fucking want, man, because we are both with you on that one. So, the bullshit that's going on right now is just it's hard. It's hard to deal with. Like, I don't follow this guy, but some of his videos have come through my on my stream. Dude's a lawyer, and his channel is like Legal Eagle or something like that.
I've heard of that.
And he's got some really informative stuff. Like, he actually breaks down, like, from a lawyer's perspective, like all these different situations and things like that. And like, he had a video about some of the stuff that's happening right now, and like could not keep it together. And I can't say I blame him. Like, shit is just rough right now, and I don't understand how anybody can be supportive of what's going on. So it's just one of those things. It's not even political anymore. Now it's moral, right? And that's the way I'm looking. That's the way I feel about it. So I'm not going to dive too deep into that, but I certainly can relate. And it's certainly something that Crystal and I have talked about. And it's a rough time right now. It's a rough time right now.
Other than that, just trying to keep myself as busy as possible. Was watching stuff and haven't really played too much, but hanging in there.
How's I don't know if you can talk about this, but how's your little contract job going? How are things going there?
Oh no, yeah, that was just from like November and December. That wrapped up. So I did some work for Midmax. I don't know if I said that before, but Ben Hansen was on paternity leave, and I just kind of stepped in to help edit some of the shows, take the weight off of Leo's shoulders. So that was nice. Good. It was really good, actually.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, to get some shit done for once. So
yeah, and it's honestly it's more stuff that you can put on your resume, right? That's the way that works. So. Good stuff.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Oh, okay. One thing I did take care of, video game related wise. It's not playing, so it's not a distraction. But your boy, Jason, you can use his Fortnite creator code now.
Oh, you got that.
You can sign up for. I don't know what you do. You put in my name, Unistrike. And I don't know what happens. I think they give me money. That's not why I did it.
They give us money or give you money?
Oh, it gives me money. They give me money, I guess.
Oh, okay.
If you put in my code when you buy something on the Epic Store, which I'm sure so many people do.
I do almost daily.
Yep. Anyway, no, I did that because apparently you can have private battle royales. So now I have that capability, and Griffin and I tested it out, and it sucks because you don't get any experience for it. And there's no
it's
bots.
just like a custom
so it's just
game.
So if we had like a group of like 10 people, that's great. Let's do that.
Hey, listen, if it's a private server, that's the one way you could get me to play Fortnite.
But there's no bots. man, and it's a huge map. So
you'd have to fill it out with bots.
That's no fun.
That sucks.
I mean, you should play anyway, just for fun, just to give it a shot, see if you like it.
If you play the casual matchmaking, Chris, it's a lot of bots anyway, and you end up doing really well.
Griffin and I, it took like a month off or something like that. Came back and won our first battle royale, and I don't know how long. So it was all bots, I'm sure, but
that's okay.
He was playing sweaty. He was super happy about that. Anyway, the Fortnite code Unistrike. Make sure you put that in. Jeff.
Hey. It's been a while.
Yeah.
What has been up? Not much. It snowed a shitload. I'm sure you guys got some of that storm too. Most snow I've ever seen. It's the most snow ever in one day for here. So that's something. Yeah. It was a lot. And when
we didn't get snow, we just got ice. Yeah, that's all we got.
A lot of snow.
And I got my internet knocked out. That was shitty.
That sucks. Yeah, we had lots and lots of snow. So Tanya saw this thing on TikTok where people are making their own ice cream outside in like a bowl and like whatever, and you get cream, whatever. So she was doing that just now. I don't think it's cold enough now to really get it like the consistency of like ice cream, but it's like a kind of like a really thick. I just tried it. Whipped cream with like Oreos. It tasted damn good. It was really good. So that's what she's been doing.
Nice.
And then she just put whatever sugar, and then she crunched up some Oreos. So like Oreo, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. It's pretty delicious.
Cookies and cream.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was. And that's pretty much it. And the other thing is, well, Chris and I did a fantasy critic on the weekend. If you want to talk about that now, may as well.
Absolutely. So,
I should say the first official Friends in Fantasy.
InDis Friends in Fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it's our name on it, but I'll take it. Absolutely. It was fun. Like I'm gonna suck at it. Like like everybody gets to build a little publisher, and like my publisher's name was Nat One Games because I know I'm rolling a Nat One on a lot of this stuff, and it's gonna all be bad, but it was fun to draft. The guys were fun to talk to, and got to meet a couple of new people. But yeah, it was a draft 5 games that you think are going to come out and rate real high. And then you get a counter pick, and that's what the draft is. And then you get to pick and basically purchase the rights to publish 5 more games throughout the year. And the first purchases will go through on Saturday or something like that. But yeah, it was fun. Scott's involved too, formerly of
Gamers Only.
The Goo. And he he had one of the he wasn't even there, and he had one of the best moments of the night because he had set up an auto draft, and what he did tell us is that he didn't set up the auto draft to do his counter pick. But he selected the option that would do his counter pick. So it selected all of his games, which it came out like he's got good games. Like he ended up getting like pretty good games. And then it's time for the counter pick, and it turns around and it picks
Highguard.
Yeah, the game that just came out today? Like immediately picked Highguard, and I'm like, that's good. That's pretty good. So but it was fun. I will say this, Jeff, one of the things that it does, and this is similar to what fantasy football does, like, right, fantasy football, it'll project what your players are gonna get. The projected, like, none of these games have come out yet. Right. At least I don't think anything has showed up yet. Right. Okay. Yeah. Everything still says 0 for points. So just based on projected points, Jeff and I are 1 and 2. We're at the top.
Go ahead.
You can guarantee
we're going to
come
last.
We'll be at the bottom.
I think I was projected number 1 last year, and I came dead last.
Yes. That's what I'm getting at.
And Chris had the first pick, by the way. Because we did it totally because even though we did this last year with the GSC crew, so like Fraser, and Nathan and like some other people from like the GSE and stuff. But they don't really do the podcast through them anymore. Like they still do stuff for the site, but they don't do the podcast. So they're like, okay, well, why don't you guys helmet up this time? So they're like, okay. And Nathan won it last year, and then we just did a whole like randomization of who picks, and Chris got number 1, and he picked Grand Theft Auto number 1, which was kind of ballsy. But I think you might be okay there, though. I don't know if it's gonna get delayed.
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like you basically said it was coming out last year, and then you said we're going to take a year to polish it up.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hope you finish it in that time. Like, there's been some, issues, but I'm hoping. I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah. It'll be fun. Steve from the community of people like Discord. Steve from the Discord, he's in it as well.
Mm-hmm. Nathan, Steve,
Husky.
F-Bomb. Husky, who I don't. Is Husky on the Discord?
No, he's over at GSC. And then another one of my buddies, Drowsy. He's over from Scotland, so that's why he couldn't make the draft, because he was sleeping. So
no excuses.
But no, it was fun. It's always fun. The draft is actually my favorite part, honestly. And then it's just kind of like you just kind of wait it out and pick up games here and there and see what happens. But we learned some things last year, so hopefully this year is a little bit not smoother. I mean, it was fine. It was just we weren't sure of some of the rules, so we made some tweaks here and there and have a better understanding. So this one should be a little bit more fun, I think.
What was your counter pick?
I counterpicked Lords of the Fallen 2. I don't think that's going to make it this year.
Yeah, I counterpicked Duskbloods because honestly, even if that makes it, I don't think From Software is going to put a whole lot of effort into that. I really don't. I don't know. Maybe they will, but
I think they will. They got a reputation. That's
true. Cool. Let's talk some games. What do we got? Jeff, you got anything?
You want to talk Highguard?
What's up, Highguard? Did you play Highguard?
I only play the tutorials. I can't really say too much about it. The tutorial seemed fine. It ran well, at least on console. I heard it was kind of iffy on PC at the moment, but I think a lot of that's to do with people hitting the servers, because it did have a lot of people playing it today. So could be that. I had a problem getting into the game at first too. I kept getting kicked to the menu. Then I eventually started the tutorial. Runs well, looks okay, if not a little bit generic. It feels good. But then once that was
going to be my question. How does it feel?
It feels good. It's got a good pedigree. There's some people that worked on like the Titanfall series and like Apex over there. It's not like the entire developer. It's a new studio, but they have some of the same people over there. So I never actually got to play a match. So I was really I don't really want to get too much into it because I don't really have much to say. Mainly because I was playing the tutorial. I was like, I probably don't want to play too much because I'm not going to get invested in it. I just don't get invested in multiplayer games much anymore. I was more curious than anything.
I'll be honest with you. I want this to be successful because number one, it's another one of those like new studios that's picking up, and honestly, I think it was kind of ballsy the way they announced it. So I want that to be interesting. I want it to be.
Yeah, I don't want to see any game fail. Like I don't know. There's a whole bunch of like everyone is like, oh, this game's gonna fail. It's gonna fall on its face. And I think a lot of people were disappointed because that was the last game that they showed at the Keeleys, and people were just mad at that. And then they're just kind of like projecting their like pissed offness or their vitriol on the game. But we'll see. It is kind of different though. It's three. Sorry, what did you say, Jason?
They're getting like some bad luck, I guess. They're getting the what was it, Concord?
Concord,
Concord. They're getting comparisons to that. Today, apparently, Dr. Disrespect, that fucking weird sex pervy guy.
I don't know who this is, and I think I'm glad. So
anyway, he's an influencer, a streamer, whatever. Anyway, he's gotten banned from Twitch for like sexual shit with minors. Anyway, so he said that he got invited to the Highguard like media party, like the press party or something like that, and he showed like a picture of his badge and shit like that. So fucking people were just up in arms at the Highguard community, or like the higher ups and stuff.
The devs,
and they had to bear that brunt and for a while, and then finally said, "We did not invite him. What the hell?" He like used AI or some shit to fake
faked it.
Yeah, get credit. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just bad PR. It's like, because they're like, why would you? Before that came out, that it was fake. People were like, why would you even associate yourself with this guy, whatever, and all this stuff. So it's already like bad, and it's like, fuck, like we have to come out and like damage control this. Like, we didn't invite him; he was not there. Like, this is not real.
Two things that were like completely out of their control. Yeah, they got. That sucks.
Yeah. It seemed pretty cool though. It's 3-on-3, which is I didn't know. It's a 3-on-3 game.
I thought it was 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then you're just kind of like, I guess you're kind of going around mining stuff, and then you're buying weapons, and you also have to keep your base intact. I didn't get again too far into the tutorial, but it seemed like it's bringing something at least kind of original from what I could tell on surface level. But we'll see. I mean, I do intend to actually try to play a match or two, maybe tomorrow, but today I didn't really have the time. So. I finished Kiwami. I already talked enough about that, so I'll move to Kiwami 2 eventually after I play a couple other games.
You are just a Yakuza guy now.
Oh, dude, I'm like turning into a Yakuza 100%.
Fanboy. You are in the Yakuza fandom right now. It's like your Yakuza-ness might be almost as high as my Shantae-ness at this point.
I don't know about that, but maybe one day.
If you start buying plushies, Jeff. Start buying plushies.
Yeah. I got high aspirations, Chris. So
I've got a Gojima eye patch if you want it.
Nice. Well, 3 comes out in like 2 weeks. Kiwami 3, and like that's got some bad shit surrounding it too, because of a certain voice actor they hired that apparently has done some bad shit. There's
that and the lighting issue on. It looks awful. It looks so bad.
Oh, really?
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a demo out apparently. I should probably download that and give it a try. The videos I've seen look really good, but
people are pissed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, boo! Because I drafted that game too. Hope it does well.
I was gonna say, I was like, for some reason, like we started talking about it, I immediately went over to the list and I'm like, who got that game?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna download that demo like tonight and try it and see how it is, and then be like, I might be dropping that one.
I might be dropping that way. Yeah.
So yeah, that I've been playing some Fable 2 actually, because of the direct stuff. I was like, pop in Fable 2. That game's still funny. It was cool to see people like that game had like co-op. I don't remember if it was online co-op or not. I think it was, but you can still see people's like orbs when you come across them like in the world. Like, and I went to Bower Stone, and there was a bunch of orbs floating around. So I'm like, oh shit, people got the bug, and they're messing around with this. Which actually has some questions regarding the new Fable after playing this, though. We'll get into that later. What else? Oh, we had a fighting game morning on Saturday.
Yeah.
We started with Injustice 2. We played for 3 hours, I think. It was Steve, Nathan, and myself. Nathan pretty much whooped our asses for the majority of it. He's played a lot of that game. At first, he was like really whooping our asses here and there, like when he was Batman, especially. But I was like, we're kind of like, why is he beating our? Like, it just seemed like the damage was off. Like, why are our guys so squishy? And it said like on the top of the screen that all the characters were level 20, so we thought we had on competitive mode, which wipes away all the gear and stuff like that. Turns out that was not off. And so he had all this really high level stuff and like all this stuff, so whatever. So then we cleaned the slate, but he still pretty much beat our asses for the most part. So I need to go back and lab it out a bit more if we're going to continue to play it, because my Robin and my Harley, we're not up to par. It's been a while. It's been a minute. We're going to play 2KXO, but the servers were down.
Yeah, I tried getting in that tube.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. I played the tutorial. Looks, I don't know. Have you tried it on console, Jason?
Not on console,
or just PC yet? Okay, because that game's got some screen tearing, and that's
really?
Like, I was like, whoa, like noticeable. But other than that, it seemed to run all right. Very easy to do combos.
Yeah.
Pretty much dial combos, and like just not even dial a combo. Just like if you want, you can just hit like low punch, low punch, low punch, low punch, low punch, or whatever. Medium, you can go into crazier stuff. But I really like the art style of that game, though.
It looks really cool. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I like the characters, and I used my free. I guess I get a free token. I got Jinx only because I know who Jinx is. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll unlock Jinx.
It's easy to get your second token too, by the way. You just have to do some more tutorials.
Okay.
But yeah, you can get another token out of the gate.
Sweet. I will do that because I definitely want to try it at least a little bit more. I guess the other big game I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Remake on Switch 2.
How is it?
Really good. That's now the best port I've played on Switch 2. It's looks really good. It looks in between the PS4 version and PS5 version, I would say. It's like it's got some lower end textures, but then the lighting and everything is closer to like the PS5 version. And so it's got this look of it. Like, it looks really good. Like I don't think anyone who would play it would think it was on anything but a current gen system, honestly.
Yeah.
Or at least a PS4 Pro, maybe. That it does run in 30 frames a second, though. It doesn't have a performance mode. Yeah. So, but it looks really nice. And there's some dithering here and there, especially with the character's hair and stuff like that, because of the upscaling it's doing. But it's not really that distracting. And I still like that game. Like I like it. Like I prefer it over Rebirth, and it's I think new to me now. It's been so long since I played it, so it's kind of like a new game at this point. So I'm about 6 or 7 hours into that right now, maybe 8. So I would recommend it if you have a Switch too, and even if you have played it, maybe grab that. Yeah, I guess there's no point in going into detail on that. It's an old ass game. And the other game I played,
I do want to go back to Rebirth.
It.
I do want to go back to Rebirth eventually. I just stick the thing on easy and go at it.
Well, you know what I'm hoping for is this has a mode in it where you can start off like higher leveled, like a lot of gil and all that kind of stuff, or it's got a pure menu system where you can just turn on like infinite health or like maximum potions or like maximum like ATB gauge. Like you can make this game like basically God mode and go through it. And if they do the same thing, which I'm sure they will for Rebirth,
yeah,
I might get that on Switch 2 as well, just to be like go through it like quickly, because I like the actual combat in Rebirth and stuff. It was just the mini game stuff and side missions that were kind of got annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you get introduced in Chadley in this one pretty early, and I was like, motherfucker, I forgot about that annoying son of a bitch. I was like, oh yeah, this guy.
That's funny.
And the other game is a game you've been playing too, Chris. I'll wait for you.
Oh, we can talk about that now if you want. If you're done, yeah,
go for it. Yeah, I'm done. That's all I've been playing.
I haven't played it. I think you might have played it more than me though. So we're talking about MIO.
It's possible.
And it's what does it stand for again? I forgot.
Something in orbit.
Yeah, messages in orbit or
messages in orbit.
MIO.
Movement in orbit. Matches in orbit.
Memories in orbit. Memories in orbit. So I'm still trying to figure the game out. But essentially you're an artificial intelligence and you wake up and you have these like this long flowing wires or something as hair, and you're using that as your weapon. It's a Metroidvania style game. And the first thing that you're introduced to as you're moving around is like it doesn't throw you right into the full game. What I like, I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. They give you the tutorial is almost like it's giving you information in his head, and it like the game is 2D overall, but when it's doing tutorial type stuff, it goes into this very much 2D visual of the game where he's like me, she, right? I think it's a she, but she's almost like a little stick figure. You still have all the abilities and stuff that you have with the character in the full game, but like when it's teaching you how to jump and when it's teaching you how to attack and things like that, you're in a very different style of game. The gameplay all feels the same. It just is a very unique visual to it, and I kind of like that. So one of the things that happened to me recently is I just opened up a new move, and when I opened up that new move, the character that gave me that did the work put me to sleep, and I go into this state where it basically teaches me how to do the grappling hook. So you have like a grapple, and it goes back to that more 2D stylistic view of how things are going, and then you go back into the main game and you can do it in the same thing in the main game. but that's kind of how you start out. It drops you in. The tutorial is in this unusual, it's not what you're used to seeing in the trailers, but and then you jump out into the world, and it's like the world you're in is just dilapidated, and there's no power, and you go to this there you find, like, when you find your first save point, then after you continue past the save point, you find another bot that's kind of similar looking, and she's on the spire, I think it is, and she's talking about how she doesn't have enough energy to run the spire and turn it back on. And so you're playing a Metroidvania, no map, because the spire is not hooked back up. So that's like the first thing you have to do. You kill enemies, you get the energy from them, and you give it to her, and she charges back up, and she gives you a map. The gameplay in general it's very Metroidvania. You start out with the double jump. You can attack. The combo is like it's like a 3-hit combo to start. You can do it in the air. And I don't know if this is on purpose or not. And Jeff, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but if you're in the air and you've already used your double jump and you attack an enemy and land a hit, you get your double jump back. So
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so like what you can do is you can double jump to get to something, attack them, and if you land a hit, you can double jump out of it. And you can just keep doing that. I haven't found a limit for it yet. I think I've done it like 2 or 3 times while still in the air. So it adds, and I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's an issue with the game. Hopefully it's on purpose, because it really adds an interesting layer of complexity to the navigation through the game. I'm enjoying that aspect of it. I don't really know what else to say at this point, because I'm not far enough in to really understand everything that's happening. From what I can gather, I'm still trying to like gain. I still need to gain more energy to continue to power up the spire, because I only have, it doesn't, like, my map doesn't fill in until I get to a save point. Right. And I don't know if it continues like that, if that's the way it's going to work the whole time. And if it is, that's fine. I just, but I haven't even found my second save point yet. So I'm still very, very early.
I don't even know if I found the second save point. I'm not much further than you. I'm just a little bit after when you get the grappling hook or the grapple thing. And I guess it's kind of, I guess it doesn't really have a soul. It's got that whole thing where if you die, you lose the energy.
Yeah.
And
so but you don't get it back.
You don't. Yeah, you don't go back to your corpse or anything and get it back. So it's not really like a Souls-like in that aspect. So maybe it's not really like that at all. But it's got a very Ori vibe to me, like the way it feels playing. It's very Ori.
It has like a whimsical like feeling to it, similar to what Ori had. So I definitely feel that. The art style is very unique, because it's like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's almost like the game purposely doesn't have enough colors.
It's kind of muted.
So you see like it's like a more of a gritty like style to it. But I like it so far. It
looks like painted, but not.
Yeah.
Also cross-hatched, but also cel-shaded, but not. It's very kind of unique looking, actually. It looks pretty cool. Yeah. I think it looks great, especially as a lot of the stuff it does with the foreground and background and stuff looks really cool.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of they do they do a really good job of framing the world for different aspects of what you're trying to do. There's like this one scene where you're crossing a long bridge, and it's like real close to you, and then it zooms out and it gives you this view of like the entire landscape. I'm still getting used to the sheer amount of foreground that passes in front of the character and blocks you. So like when you go through a door and stuff, like you go through the door and you can't see your character anymore because the foreground's coming in front of your view. So I'm still getting used to that. There was one time where I actually crossed that foreground, and as soon as I got into the next room, I almost got nailed by an enemy because there was someone standing right there. That's the kind of stuff that will bother me if that gets to if that starts to happen and I start like getting my ass kicked because of it. But so far, like it's been, from a combat perspective, it's been pretty fair. I can't really say it's been too easy or too hard. It's been pretty good. The first boss that I got
a little bit on the harder side, I would say, a little bit.
I don't disagree.
Mainly because of the checkpointing, maybe. But
it might maybe, but I don't really agree. The only thing I've had a problem with was that first boss, and he killed me the first time I fought him. And then the second time when I got back to him, he didn't even touch me. Like I didn't.
Yeah.
I was able to. Yeah, once you learn the patterns
are pretty.
Yeah, it's all patterns. And once you learn the patterns, it's you can get through it. But it's been fun so far. So I'm certainly going to continue to play it.
Yeah, I want to get to it eventually. I stopped playing it just because I was like, I wasn't really planning to get to it right away. So I need to finish other stuff first. But I definitely plan to go back to it for sure.
Yeah. I'll certainly put more time into it this week for sure. I didn't put as much time as I wanted to before the show, but we were talking like today is Monday, just so everybody knows, because we were trying to figure out how this weekend was going to work with the weather. And we said, all right, well, let's aim for Sunday. And then Jason was having internet problems. Well, Friday was usually when we record, and I had not even touched it on Friday. So that's one of the reasons that I wanted to wait. So I'm glad I got a chance to play it before we started talking. Cool. Let's see. The only other thing I have is Gal Guardian Servants of the Dark. Guys, I have a major love-hate relationship. No, I have a major love-hate relationship with this game.
Is it a legal one?
No.
It's not legal?
It's
not legal?
It's not a legal thing. No.
It's not illegal.
Legal thing. Okay. Yeah.
There are times when I'm playing this game where it feels so good to play.
Oh, it's good to play. I'm sorry.
It's really not that pervy. I mean, there's a couple of bosses that are pretty pervy. I posted a video of one of them. But other than that, it's like there's that, and then there's like one cutscene that I'm like, okay, that's a little too far. But other than that, it's fine. But it feels so good to play. It's got an interesting leveling mechanic. It's got it's got loadouts. It's got you get the sub weapons you get all have perks attached to them. So there's builds, like you do builds. And by the time you get towards the end of the game, you've got 4 loadouts, and you can basically build based on maybe you want to have high attack, maybe you need to have a fire affinity, or maybe you're facing someone who's electricity, so you want like electric resistance. Like you've got all of that stuff in there. And they do all of these things that are so good, and then they don't support them well enough. And like the big thing for me is that and I played on normal, so it might be that like it opened up once I finished, it opened up a new difficulty, and I can't even remember what it was called, but it was a play off of the word made, and I cannot remember what it was. I'll have to look it up or something. So maybe in that difficulty level it makes a difference, but I really barely used any of the sub weapons in the game. There's like 2 or 3 that I used on bosses, and that was it. So it's like they built all of these really interesting mechanics, and then the game is not like, it's still just better to use the gun and the whip, and they're like the loadout thing is really interesting to me, but at the same time, it also introduces a huge inventory management problem. Like, this is one of my pet peeves. It's like, if you're gonna load me up with shit, give me the what I need in order to clear that out quickly. So like when you can't sell items. So the way it works is like sub weapons drop repeatedly. So the same sub weapon will drop several times. You can take that sub weapon and you can build it up to +8. You can basically synth them together to make them +8. And then the guy also allows you to basically take stats off of another sub-weapon and put them on one. So you can build your sub-weapons exactly the way you want them for your loadout. Like, it's really cool shit. And then the inventory management is infuriating because you have to go through like 3 or 4 different menus and move things around one at a time to make it work. So like the dude that you have to go to actually do the synthesizing and the stat moves, while I'm in that menu, I can't get rid of items. So it's like, let me do everything I need to do with my inventory in one spot. It's like, don't make me don't make it so that I can synthesize and move stats around here, and then I have to leave and open another menu to get rid of items that I couldn't use or don't want. You know, it's like that needs to be combined. So and like some other things like that I talked about last week really improved over time. So like the navigation is really a pain in the ass at the start, and there's definitely other areas in the game where it's like, what are they doing to me right now? But they do open up more fast travel points. I don't remember if I mentioned this last week, but when you're at a save point, you can warp directly back to the castle, to Maxim's castle, and then from there it basically has an option where you can warp to Crest. So it'll put a crest on the save point that you were most recently at, and
so
it'll warp you,
yeah.
so you can way back. So it's almost like a portal. What did they call them?
Portal,
Diablo.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or I was telepipe. I was going to say telepipe from PSO.
Oh, sure.
So it's similar to that. So they have that. Navigation is super fun because by the time all is said and done, you can literally jump like 8 times and you could dash in the air like 4 times. And you get like this powered up dash that, you know, a lot of times when you have powered up dash, there's always something that stops you. Like it just makes it.
I know what you
mean, like
yeah.
it basically just it defeats
come to
the
complete halt.
Like, and it really it makes it so that it's not nearly as satisfying. This one, man, you turn on it's like they call it the demon dash, and like the little skull that follows you around, that's Maxim. That's the demon lord that you're trying to help out, and he basically, as you're leveling up, you're leveling him up, and he gives the girls the power that they need to do some of the extra moves. So when you do the demon dash, you like glow. What is he, purple or blue? I don't even know. But you glow Maxim's color, and you're hauling ass across the screen, and literally anything, just about anything in your way is gonna explode. Like they're just gonna die. Now, there are times when you might take damage because of that, but you still blow right through them. So it's super satisfying. There's one point in like the desert area where you have the map blocks. I was trying to get from a fast travel point to my main objective, and I would say there's like maybe 10 of the map blocks from the point where I get into my straightaway to the point where I need to get to the quest line, and I just turned that fucking dash on and literally blew through everything in my way to get to them. It was super satisfying. So it's that this game is like, there's times when I'm like, this might be one of the best Metroidvanias I've ever played. And then I'll turn around and I'll be like, what the fuck are they doing? You know, it's like there are certain things that one of the boss fights, there was a boss fight where you have like this does very similar to other Castlevania games. There's knockback. If you get hit, you get knockback. Well, this boss is like in a room where you have to actually climb up these 3 pillars to get to the top, and you can jump down from this pillar to the ground, right? No big deal. When the boss fight starts, all of a sudden, if you fall, it's considered it's not really a death, but they take away a ton of life and then they put you back on the platform. And the problem is that the platform, there's parts of the platform that look like they're there, but you'll fall anyway. So, and this is the type of thing. It's like you're doing so many things right, but there's all of these little things that you need to do to fix what you've got. Because and It Creates is good. They do good stuff, right? They did the Curse of the Moon stuff for Bloodstained. And this game's no different. This game's really good, and it's got really high highs. The problem is that it's got really low lows too. And it really kind of it throws it off a little bit. But overall, I finished the game. I went back and got the platinum. There's one missable trophy, so I actually had to start the game over again and get to a certain boss. Luckily, it only takes like an hour or so to get there, and that's if you're not a speedrunner. Like speedrunners will get there in like 5 minutes, right? I'm exaggerating, but
they're that fast, yeah.
But there's a few fourth wall breaks that are really funny. There's one of them has to do with Shinobu and Maya from the previous game, because they're in the demon world and they're trying to get back, and you end up befriending them, and I don't want to spoil it, but there's something that Maya says that just kind of made me giggle a little, because it was just very fourth wall breaking, and the I don't remember the names of the girls, but one of them is Masha is one of them, but Masha and her older sister were just like, I don't know what she's talking about. She has this fourth wall breaking line, and they're very confused about the whole thing. So like the writing is pretty damn good, the gameplay is fantastic, lots of mechanisms built in that make it interesting to play. You just got to get past those lows, and that's the problem. It's also multiplayer, and it's online multiplayer.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to play it, but what I did do is go back and look at how that works. Because I wanted it to be the two of you can go anywhere you want to go on the map.
Yeah,
you don't have to stay, but it doesn't work that way. So wishful thinking.
And I'm sure it's just based off the player one's save file. Like you don't take anything back into your world or something like that if you're player two. I'll bet.
Yeah, that would be better for sure. If you had like unlockable stuff and things like that.
Yeah, I think player two just jumps into player one's game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's how it works. But yeah, like they have like an online like a dude that you can unlock that allows you to jump online, and like they called it a lobby. I'm like, it's not really a lobby, is it? That'd be impressive, but and apparently the online play was added to the game after it was released. I didn't realize that either. So it had couch co-op from the start, but then they added online co-op too. But yeah, I mean, listen, if you're into Metroidvanias, I think it's a good one. But you're gonna run into some issues where it's just like just shaking your head, like, what are you doing? And there's gonna be times when you just want to walk away from the game for a while, because it's like, I just don't feel like doing that right now. It's like
I just want to fast forward to the pervy parts. God damn it!
There's no pervy parts. It's not. There's one pervy part.
This is gonna be hard for me to let go. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I completely understand. Like the universe that it's in is super pervy. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good game. I suggest it to people that are really into Metroidvanias. If you're not, it's not going to be one that's going to turn you into a Metroidvania fan. And I would certainly suggest something like Bloodstained before I would suggest something like this.
Sure.
So, but yeah, that's it for me. I think that was a lot of information about a game that not many people know much about. So
yeah. I don't have much. Yeah, Griffin and I've been playing some multiplayer stuff. We played a little bit of Content Warning yesterday and today, I think. Yeah.
What's it called?
Content Warning. I talked about it on the show before. This is where you go in a diving bell and you go down to these ruins or whatever.
Right, okay.
And you bring a video camera and you do a YouTube show called something on SpookTube or something like that. So, but Griffin's getting really funny with his delivery. Like I have him just take the camera now and he just runs with it. So he's spoofing shows. He's not trying to be a content creator. He's trying to be an anti-content creator. So he's making fun of people.
Awesome.
So I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I still love that you can just take a recording of the trip and save it to your desktop, and we watch them later and laugh. It's a good time. But
nice, that's cool.
It's a little frustrating because it's such a slow trickle as far as the progression. And even each run that you do, you only get 5 minutes of tape. It sucks. And if you don't get the camera back to the bell, you just lose that shit forever. It's gone to you can maybe get it on the next run. But you lose any viewers that you were supposed to get for that day. So it's punitive, and I don't think it needs to be. So we're looking at mods to it's got workshop support. So we're looking at
getting
like
cool.
unlimited stamina mods and shit like that, and unlimited tape. So hey, that would be really fun, I think. But that's about it.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Jeff, let's pass it back to you, man. Let's talk about some news. What do we got?
All right, there is some news. Let's hit up. What do you guys want to hit up first? The bad news or the good news? Or I should say like
first.
The bad news. Okay, well, Ubisoft,
bad news first, yeah.
They canceled a bunch of shit,
including
the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake, which a lot of people were looking forward to.
I thought that was like practically done.
It was, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was like rated and stuff. It was supposed to play close, and apparently the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake is also pushed, even though that hasn't been like officially announced yet. It's pretty much like the worst kept secret, and apparently that was close to release too, and they are delaying that to polish it up and things around that nature, I guess. As you know, like they had their whole thing with was it Tencent or Embracer? Tencent, I think they sold off some of their IPs to them, or like a division of theirs. They created like a new division that are going to focus on like Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, and something else I can't remember. This is weird because they were just like rumors something that their Division 3 was like well in the works, and apparently that's been put on the back burner as well. Like all this like this came out of like one time.
That I would not be surprised, because when you are essentially an extraction shooter, and now Arc Raiders has come out, and Arc Raiders is like the new bar for an extraction shooter, they might need to fix some shit. So
yeah, but I don't look at Division as being like an extraction shooter first, though. That's like a mode.
I don't disagree, but like that's where you get a lot of the good stuff from the Dark Zone.
From the Dark Zone.
So
yeah, true. So anyway, so they did all that, and one of the games that actually is not harmed that whole thing is apparently the Beyond Good and Evil 2 development hasn't been halted. So that's weird.
That's good.
Is it though? I don't even know what that game's gonna like.
Is it in development for sure?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like,
who knows?
It's not even a thing.
Yeah.
But they said it's still there. But I don't know. Everything that we've seen on that game, like I don't even know why they're calling it Beyond Good and Evil 2 at this point. Just because like I didn't see any Jade. It doesn't look like any resemblance to the original game. But I guess I'm not sure if they have some type of commitment to some company or something, or if some government gave them a grant, they have to put out this game. I don't know. But that's been saved. No word yet on Splinter Cell reboot, and I hope that is not canceled, because I want that Splinter Cell reboot, or the remake of the I guess it would just be a reboot. I guess they didn't really say it was going to be a remake, or no, I think it was a remake of the first game. But anyway, that's that there. And then what else happened last week was the Xbox Direct happened. Their yearly thing that happened. So the games they showed were Forza Horizon 6. Takes place in Japan. People have been wanting that for a while. Looks awesome. It looks incredible.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
That's my favorite racing game. It is like realistic racing game, I should say. Because right now it's Sonic Cross Worlds. That game's awesome.
But kind of like a subdued tone, like they're like a party festival kind of game in previous ones, right? But this one is just like sightseeing and shit like that, and you're visiting peaceful temples.
It looks cool,
and like watching the cherry blossoms and how they react in the wind. It was very, it was very chill, very chill.
It was
different vibe for sure.
Well, I think it'll probably still have the festival. But that's like, it's not really Forza Horizon if the Horizon Festival isn't there, but
I agree.
But it does look really cool. That's coming out in, I think it's May. I don't have it pulled up right in front of me.
Yep.
May for 360 Xbox PC, and then they didn't give a release date for the PS5 version, but they did say it was going to be this year. So probably within 4 to 6 months, maybe afterwards. Who knows? Then they showed that Beast of Reincarnation. That's the Game Freak game. That's not Pokemon. So Jason, you like this one?
Yeah,
this looks
really good.
Looks really good.
It looks really good.
Take the floor.
When they first showed Game Freak, I'm like, oh god, I don't know what the hell to make of this, especially since it's like an offsite of
me too.
Their main branch or whatever. So, but like seeing it in motion, I definitely get Stellar. Oh God, what the fuck? I'm sorry, my head's not.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking of one of those games that.
Third person character action game, sexy female lead. Stellar Blade. There we go.
Stellar Blade.
Yeah, I get that. That vibe from it for sure. But you've got a wolf friend as well.
Yes,
but it's got a really cool.
And that makes everything better. Like Wolf Friend makes everything better.
Like you can really send him in ahead of time, or you can rush in and slow down time to issue commands and shit like that. It looks really cool, and not just like a very straightforward action a game. So it looks like there's something more to it. I can't wait to play it.
I might be overthinking this, but some of the animation during the combat seemed a little janky, but I am certainly interested in what they're doing here. Mm-hmm. So it looks really cool. I like the concept. I like the idea of they have like this connection with with the roots that are growing out of their it's really interesting. So I'm into it. I certainly want to hear more about it.
It's got a really cool. It's a total drastic change from their art styles from like their other games. Yeah. It's like a very hyper realistic, but also fantasy like setting. It's really not fantasy setting, but you know what I mean.
Sci-fi, yeah.
Yeah, like kind of like it just looks really cool. And that's hitting everything except for Switch later this year. No date on that as well.
Which I find very interesting that the company that builds Pokemon is building a game that's not going to be on the Switch.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? Whatever, man.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. They kind of guess broke free and like we want to make this, and they found a publisher to do it. So that's not Nintendo.
Yep, that's good. That's good for them.
So yeah.
But yeah, it looks great. Like I love the style. Like this great. Like it reminds me in a little bit of Horizon in that it's considered like post-apocalyptic, but it's still very beautiful and colorful. So and like some of the stuff you see when they're going through the combat looks really neat. So I'm into it.
Yeah, it looks cool. Their secret game that wasn't like advertised when they're having this was Double Fine's next game, which is called Kiln. It's a game that every year Double Fine takes like 2 weeks where they don't work on whatever like big game they're working on. They let everybody work on their own game, and then they all pitch it to what's his face? Why can't I think of his name right now? Double Fine's head. Oh my god,
Jeff Keighley.
No, not Jeff Keighley.
I can't remember his name either. Tim Schafer. There you go.
Tim Schafer. And this is the one that won that or whatever. So it's basically like a kind of like a party game where you create this pottery character. Mm-hmm. Hence kiln, like where you do pottery on, where you heat it up or whatever. And basically you have to get water and I guess dump it somewhere. But while you're doing that, everyone's trying to break each other basically and smash their thing so they lose the water. Looks kind of cool, looks kind of fun. I mean, it
looks weird. Yeah,
it definitely looks weird.
Seeing it in action, I couldn't tell what the hell was going on. So
yeah, same.
Visually, it's a little confusing and such. And it's just hard to because it's a different kind of gameplay, I guess. Than most party games. You're not just trying to knock each other out. You've got like a mission. Like you remember Fat Princess? Remember that?
Yes.
You have to steal the princess. And this, you're trying to put out the other kiln, as it were, on the other.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to dump the water into that. Exactly.
But it's cool that you get to make your own shape and there's a push pull. Like if you make a big bowl, you're going to be a big target. But you can carry a lot of water.
Yep. Carry
and vice versa. So, and then between rounds, I guess you can go into like a free create mode. And it's just kind of like a chill, like make fucking pottery, put some handles on shit. Apparently that was popular with the group. So
yeah, Yeah, it looks like a Double Fine. Like they make what they want to make, and they have some really, really off the wall type shit.
Yep.
I mean, Keeper just came out a few months ago, and that is definitely a weird game, but definitely worth playing. This one is not so much up my alley, more so because it's the multiplayer aspect of it, but I'll give it a shot. I mean, that's coming to everything as well: PC, PS5, and the series. Oh, that's also not on. I don't think that's on Switch either yet. And then, of course, they closed it with Fable. Finally, we saw like a deeper dive into Fable. I guess the biggest news coming out of this is it's hitting PS5 day one, so it's not going to be a staggered release like some of the other Xbox first party stuff. It's going to come out this fall, hopefully.
Yeah, autumn,
I'm sure they didn't give a date because they're waiting for the big elephant in the room, GTA. I think it will hit this year though. What do you guys think of Fable? I loved what I saw of Fable. I was like, oh my god, yes. I do have some worries, especially after playing a few hours of 2 over the last couple days.
Oh yeah. I've always wanted to love Fable. I've played them all, and I've enjoyed them for the most part. But it's always, I don't know. There's always something that's holding it back. Like in 3, you know, when that whole the gameplay switch, you know,
the economy stuff.
Yeah, that stuff. They kind of shit the bed on it. It felt like so. I just wonder. Well, this is a different, you know, team. You know, obviously. So
yeah.
I suppose we don't have to worry about that too much. But yeah, they seem like they've got you know, their heart's in the right place, I guess. You know, they're making it kind of goofy and shit like that. So that's super important. Yeah.
I love the art style of the environments look awesome. I think they nailed the look of Fable with the environments. The characters look more realistic this time.
Yeah.
They're not as like cartoony and like really crazy proportioned. That. Yeah, that looks a little bit it just looks like little different, I guess. And they took out, there's still a morality system, but it's more of a gray area morality system, they said, where every NPC will look at you different, like, because morality is like subjective for the most part in this game. So you're not going to get like the devil horns if you're pure evil like you could in some of the other games, or like the Halo if you're like a good guy. And there's like apparently 1,000 NPCs, and all of them are handcrafted and voice acted, and you can marry all of them. Yeah,
marry all of them.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I've only played the first Fable, and I didn't play it very much. It did not grab me. What I've seen of this looks really interesting, really ambitious, and really overwhelming. And I think that's what worries me the most, is that I feel like I would get into this and it would be a bit overwhelming. So I certainly am very interested in checking it out. I will probably pick it up. But I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of that.
Yeah, the other games, even on paper, were very overwhelming, but they're very basic.
They never force that shit on you, you know.
No,
it's always just offered. It's like, hey, you want to fuck around? Let's go.
Yeah, my worry is the 1,000 NPCs all being like having their own dialogue. I want to know how much of it is like good stuff, and not like repeatable dialogue, and like how many of them are going to actually have quests that are like, you know, like of substance, and if it's just going to be
meaningful.
Yeah, like meaningful stuff, and versus not. That is a worry, because it's like Starfield. There's like 1,000 planets you can land on. It's like, okay, but like 5 of them have stuff worthwhile doing on. You know what I mean? It's like okay, am I just gonna talk to like 50 of these guys and then be like, okay, they all pretty much have the same type of stuff to say, or not a lot of stuff to say, or whatever. But it did have some of the humor. I liked how they had like the very British humor, like, you know, one person called you a rich twat, which I thought was really funny. They said even though it doesn't change your physical looks when you go good or evil, what you do will change the environments. They use an example where they showed that
the giant,
like one of the very first reveals of Fable they had was the giant, and it's that guy from the IT crowd, that actor.
Oh yeah.
And I guess you can choose to kill him or spare him, and if you kill him, his giant ass body is laying there for the rest of the game. Like it's just like the property value of things go
That's
down, and
pretty
like
neat. I
people,
gotta admit, this is a
yeah,
constant reminder that you killed this guy.
exactly. So if it has enough of those, I think I can be like, okay, I don't really need that other stuff. But I do like in the other ones, what you do also changes the way your character looks physically in like just a physical way of like if you buff up strength, you get more muscular. If you eat too much food, you get like fatter. If you're doing like you're using a lot of archery, you get kind of like leaner. Stuff like that. Like
If you play
I
a
hope
lot of Galgun, you get like big
you
forearms.
get pervier. Yeah, you get pervier.
Just one forearm.
Yeah, one huge forearm. It's like that, like Quagmire and that.
Quagmire, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of too. You okay, Quagmire? Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Right. I'm good. Giggity.
Oh fuck. And another thing is like they need to have the emotes because like that whole that's how you're talking in Fables 1 to 3. It's emote. You're just emoting with other people, with other characters. Like it's you're waving at them, you're pointing at them, you're growling at them, you're farting on them, you're belching on them. Like it's like
oh god,
it's like it's dumb stuff like that. But that is Fable, and I think really hope they have some of that because I think the combat looks good, visually it looks good. It's Playground. I mean, it's the same developer as Forza Horizon 6. Just they built another team for this. It's got a good engine. Looks like it does look a little bit iffy in the frame rate department, but it's early. It's like almost a year out, so that's one of the last things they'll probably try to clear up. But those things I think are more important than the whole devil horns thing. But other than that, I think it's exactly what I wanted from a Fable game. Like I was scared, and then I was like, okay. I think they get it, especially on the humor part. Oh, and apparently, and I've seen people say this is dumb, but I don't know if you guys remember like what the last Fable reveal they showed where it was kind of like a documentary, like they're interviewing the Hero Quest guy. Yeah, and he's like talking about whatever. That's going to happen throughout the game. They're going to have the Office style cutaways where they're talking to characters. And I think that is great because like that's where The Office started, was like it was a British show, and it's something new, and people are getting mad. It's like well, like no wonder people are afraid to make like new ideas with games because people just bitch and they just want what they've already had before. I'm like, I think if that's done well, and those like cutaways or those like bits of like the characters like talking to screen like it's a documentary are funny, I think that'll be great. I think that'll be hilarious, and it tracks with something that game would do. So I am excited, and I hope it hits in September. You didn't get that game, did you, Chris? No, someone else got that game, I think.
What,
for the
Fable?
Fantasy? Yeah.
I did not. It was actually one of the ones I was considering for my counter pick.
Yeah.
Drowsy got it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Drowsy got that, and then Husky got Beast of Reincarnation. And then you got Forza, right? And
I took Forza my first pick, yeah.
And then nobody, the other one wasn't announced. So Kiln wasn't announced. So
yeah. Oh, it was announced. I just don't think anyone's going to expect it to be like.
Oh yeah. Nobody knew what it was. So
yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that's basically it. That was their direct, and then there was no Shadow Drop this year, which was kind of a bummer. But I thought Kiln might have been it when they started showing that. I'm like, oh, and they're going to say available today, but now it's available in the spring or something.
I like that everything was this year. Everything was on Game Pass, and like it was like spread out. It kind of gave a roadmap for the rest of the year, I guess. Even though it's just 4 games, right? So
well, but this one's 4.
That's a little sparse, but
well, they usually keep it to 4. Like there's still other. Well, I mean, Gears is still coming. That's still this year. So there's another thing that I can't remember. That's this year as well. Mm-hmm. Oh, that Clockwork Revolution is supposed to be this year too, but that'd probably be for Summer Games Fest. That's probably what they'll do for that. More deep dives at that time. So, or not E3, we like to call it. But that's not basically
E3. Cool.
Yeah.
Beast of Reincarnation is super interesting to me.
That does look
Forza
really cool.
looks great. I'm not a racing game guy anymore, so probably won't pick that up. But
Forza Horizon made me a racing guy. Well, not entirely, but like that gets me excited.
And
they do some cool stuff in that
Fable. Game. I was really interested in the things that they were saying about Fable, and to me, it seems like, you know, when it was Peter doing his thing, like everything always sounded
way
too ambitious. Yeah, it's like this is way too ambitious. It, like, the things that they're talking about, like, I feel like they finally have the hardware they need in order to do all of these mechanics that they want to do. And I think that's probably one of the bigger things that is interesting about it for me. It's like I actually believe the things that they're saying that they're doing, right? And whereas when Peter was talking about it, it's like somehow that's not going to work out exactly like that.
No,
right?
it's
like they still end up being good games, but
you're going to plant an acorn and then it's going to grow over the period of when you play the game.
That's right.
And I mean, Fable sucked since 3. Like 3, it started, like, a lot of people don't like 3. I think 3 is the best playing one, but it's definitely not the best Fable. It's definitely 2, 1, 3. And then they had like that Fable Legends game, which was like a asynchronous. Thank you guys. Multiplayer game where someone was like the villain and the other heroes had to try to get to him, and you're placing down like minions and stuff. That didn't even. I think that got canceled like pretty close to when it was supposed to come out. And then there was like a top-down game, which was not good at all. It was nothing to do with Fable. And then there was the Kinect game, which is
the Kinect game.
Yeah, the one where Peter Molyneux went on this like crusade to be like, "Do you think this game's on rails?" And that's my Peter Molyneux, by the way. I'm not as good as Travis at his.
I thought he was right here with us.
And it's like clearly on rails as a Kinect game, and he like had people like tick off like yes or no, and he saw like all the yes men being like, "Oh no, this game's not on rails," and it's like, yeah, it is. You literally don't control your movement. Anyway, so it's nice to see him come back and looks like it could be quality. I'm pumped.
Yeah. Good stuff. That's a show, I think, is it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please tell a few friends about us. And if you're on YouTube, we would appreciate that if you would like, subscribe, and comment. All those things really help us out. You can check out interactivedistractions.com. That will take you to our Linktree. From the Linktree, you can get to our Discord. Come talk about games with us. And if you want to support us, it'll take you to our Patreon as well, where you can be a patron for as little as $1. And it helps us keep the lights on. We certainly appreciate all of our patrons. But that's it. So until next time, my name is Chris.
Create a code Unistrike.
And I'm Jeff.
Play your games, put Unistrike in Fortnite, and we'll see you next time.
Or don't. Please don't.
Or don't.